How's it going, everyone? So I'm back again. I'm just going to give you a little quick rundown of how Galway came to be. I'm recording this just before Galway comes out, so whatever support you've shown, thank you so much. But I'm just going to do a little video here where I'm going to take you through Galway and how we made it, and hopefully you find it really interesting. The songs that came out on Late Replies on Spotify, they were all written in like around the start of 2020, late 2019. I've done a lot of writing since, and there's a lot of songs that I know I will release that will come out from the period between like mid 2020 to like, you know, the end of 2021 that were written, and I wrote Galway in the middle of 2021. Yeah, I just wrote it one day on a summer's afternoon. I think I was actually isolating at the time because I didn't have COVID, but I was close contact and that was the regulations at the time. I was sitting there writing away and I wrote the first draft, which is actually on my TikTok. I only found out the other day. I was looking through my own TikTok, you know, snoop myself out, kind of snub myself going, pretty shit, you know?
Bruh, look at this dude.
So you should go over to my TikTok now and check out and see if you can find. So yeah, you should go over to my TikTok now and see if you can find that video. It's a pretty good video, and like, you know, it's a different version of it. The melody's there, but the chords aren't quite the same, and it's pretty interesting to look at where the song was the week it was written to where it is now almost a year later when we're releasing it, and it's been mixed, it's been mastered, it's, you know, performed really well. There's other instruments on it, whereas that video literally has me and my electric guitar, so it's a pretty cool video, so you should go and check that out. After the song was wrote, I had a couple of songs and I wasn't sure what song I was going to bring out next. I did want to leave a little bit of a gap between Late Replies coming out and a new song coming out. I didn't want to have Late Replies come out in August, have another song out in like October or November, something like that. I did want to give you guys a bit of a break and also myself a bit of a break, because like I've been recording Late Replies for like a year and a half sort of. You know, I started recording in August 2020 and it came out in August 2021, but I'd written the songs in late 2019, early 2020, and like doing little demos here and there, trying to sort stuff out with Aaron and that sort of stuff, and that leads me nicely onto contacting Aaron. Anytime I have any song that I think I'm going to release, I will send it over to Aaron by a SoundCloud link or an email or something like that, and I'll tell him, do you feel like you need to be here? At this stage we don't know what instruments are going to really be on the song. Like, you have a rough outline, but I'm like, does this need drums, does this need this and that, whatever. Aaron's great at just knowing where he needs to come in, and I love and respect Aaron so much for that. He's such a great drummer, and Aaron's going to be linked down here somewhere, so go check out Aaron. Aaron's awesome. Me and Aaron converse back and forward. The song is written and we go, right, okay, so I've started to record a little bits at home through my laptop and through my DAW and that sort of stuff. Get a bit of a rough demo. So after we do the demo, we move into the recording stage. Like I said, I've recorded little bits at home, and the acoustic guitar from the demo, the bass from the demo, and the electric guitar from the demo all stayed in the master track and the fully finished product, which you are hearing when you go to the link in my bio after this video. But what we did need to do was vocals in a studio, and we also had to do drums and add anything else after. I'm quite lucky that over the years I've managed to get enough equipment and I can, you know, add stuff as I want at home. But the two things I'm really specific about, I need to do vocals and drums in a studio because that's where they're going to sound the best. So eventually me and Aaron go into the studio, and you would have seen that I have that posted on my profile. There's also a TikTok video about it. Go into my links. The acoustic guitars. I love how the acoustic guitar sounds on this, and it's like quite a dry track from the mic. There's not a lot of editing on that, which I love. But anyway, this is where I finally get to meet James Quinn, who mixed the song, and he's going to also be linked down below. But so James was in there with us recording the song. We recorded Aaron's drums, we done a couple of vocal takes, and that was in early November, around that sort of time, and everything went really smoothly. Like, you know, we can't really complain. The biggest hiccup that we did have was I failed to tell James that, oh, by the way, I'd sent James off all my tracks, you know, just as a kind of rough outline, and said, oh, by the way, my vocal comes in before the main guitar, which was a problem because, you know, we'd start recording Aaron's drums as the guitars were coming in, and that meant the track started then and not where my vocal was supposed to come in. So we did have a little bit of a hiccup, and you'll notice maybe at the start of the song, the very first like line or two, it sounds a little different, and that's because I done it with a different microphone. So after that, me and Aaron go our separate ways. Me and Aaron had lunch after, all great, not a problem, and recording went really smoothly. And I just think it's a great thing with me and Aaron, because me and Aaron have been in bands over the years together. We've performed so many times,
and they were roommates.
God, they were roommates.
And like, you know, we converse back and forward so well musically, and we work so well as a unit that everything just got done pretty much smoothly, not a bother, and it was great. And Aaron's an incredibly talented drummer, and I don't know if I've said this already, but I fucking love Aaron. But anyway, so we moved then into the mixing process, and up to this point I'd always mix songs myself really, but you know, I'm not very good at it. I was only really learning how to do it properly in October 2020. You know, even Live My Life, you know, it was kind of just thrown together in a free DAW before I bought a laptop and got Logic. Learning as we go, and I think that's where kind of Picnic falls down, because the mixing and the vocals and that are a little bit wobbly because of my mixing abilities at the time. But yeah, anyway, so then we move on, and James is gonna go and mix the song. So I give James all the files, I tell James what I'd like him to do. I want you to turn this pile of hot garbage into something clean and beautiful, if possible, please. And James goes above and beyond my wildest expectations, because I'm not so good with terminology and that sort of stuff in this field. But James fucking smashed it out of the park. Fair play to James, and like I said, James is going to be linked down below. Please go and check James out, he's incredibly talented. If anybody out there is looking for music to be mixed or mastered or produced or anything, James is going to be linked down below. Please go check him out. This stage, we're in mid-December. A couple of little tweaks in there. Obviously, like, you know, when you first get drafts back, there's always going to be little things that we want to keep moving with. And then it was New Year's Day, or the day after New Year's Day, 1 to 2, where I finally got the finished mix, and I was 100% happy with it, and that was fucking great. So James had done his part and he absolutely smashed it. After I get the mix back from James, the song needs to be mastered, and I mastered the song myself. I just decided to do it myself because I felt my mastering abilities were okay. My songs aren't extremely complex, they don't need to be extremely loud or extremely soft, pretty one-dimensional stuff. I kind of learn as I go with this sort of stuff, so I mixed the song myself. Then on the 4th, I think it was the 4th of January, the song was completely finished and ready to go. And this leads us brilliantly onto the kind of campaign release sort of end of things, where I start creating content. It's where I start planning what day I want the song to come out. Yeah, it's where kind of things need to be a bit more creative and a little less serious. So after that, we kind of set a release date, we start moving forward, that sort of stuff. I start planning content, going on a photo shoot, get the graphics done. The graphics for the single and for most of the stuff that you've seen has been done by Simone Keeffe, and she's absolutely smashed it. I'd say to Simone, hey, can you give me something like this? She hands me back an absolute masterpiece. The cover of the song is a prime example of that. Absolutely smashed it out of the park with this. Big thank you so much to Simone Keeffe for making this for me. Absolutely class. Then I just kind of start planning the videos around this sort of stuff, getting it ready to go. Start, like, you know, planning my TikToks, my videos. I got Daryl involved. Daryl's probably editing this video right now, so say hi to the people, Daryl. Hello. And it's probably out now as you're watching this, so please head over to the links in my bio, and Galway is going to be ready for you to go and stream. I've done a full video on how to support Galway, so please go over to the links in my bio, check it out. There's CDs, as you can see, there's only 100 CDs that are going to be available. Yeah, please just head over and support the song whatever way you can. Thank you so much for watching, and I will chat to you guys soon.